Hi and welcome. My name is Rochelle. I am the owner of Windsor Art of Healing. I offer Reiki healing services for adults and for children. I offer group healing services, meditation, and prenatal services. And I actually just moved my prenatal work, my maternal wellness work into its own beautiful project that I just launched. It's called Motherwell. So there I'm offering women treatment ceremonies and childbirth education classes with very much a holistic feel to them. I am a mother of 3 boys, ages 5, 3, and 1. And so really that is my most beloved and beautiful assignment. And then I get to do this beautiful work that I love so much. So today, what I really wanted to talk about is the dance of life. So what is that? What does that look like? So energetically, the way that I see the dance of life, it's like this. Okay. So it's like a rhythm almost. And so the dance of life is moving into the high and into the low, into the joy and into the pain, into the good and into the bad. So it's really sort of this rhythmic sort of dance. Okay. Rarely is life neutral. Rarely does it look just like this. Okay. And when we talk about balance, so often we are trying to attain and achieve balance. But when you think about balance, it really kind of looks like this, right? It looks neutral. And rarely is life in neutrality, okay? So harmony is more like it. Life is more like harmony. And harmony looks like this. And that is the rhythm of life. That is the dance. And so, as I mentioned, we move in and out. We always have, like, you can think about your days and you know you've had moments where you're probably like this and then you move back up. Or you have days where you felt really low and then came back. And it doesn't even have to be that you dipped so low and you're feeling all of these deep, dark emotions. It's just that you moved out of that joy. Okay? And so in understanding this, I want you to also understand that the days where we move into the lower, the lonely, the confusing, the funky days, these are all part of a system and it's all part of a process. In fact, those days are created so that you can have more beautiful, more happy, more enriching days, okay? Almost think about it as this gift, a given day to you to give your creativity a rest, okay? So that you can outpour more. So in understanding the dance of life, knowing that we're going to move through the highs and the lows, and I just want to make a point and say too, I did mention the word pain. When talking about pain, it sounds, it can sound really heavy. Pain, when I'm talking about that, is anything that's really moving you out of joy. So if you're feeling like a lower emotion, a lower vibrating emotion, like irritable or agitated, angry, these are where I'm talking about pain, okay? And then, joy is joy. So the key is that you want to ask yourself, who is leading the dance? Which emotion is leading the dance? And ideally, right, you're going to want that high, that joy, that good to lead the dance. So I am offering you today 5 very simple, very easy, quick, and effective tools to boost your energy, to move you back into a higher vibration so you can feel that joy again when you dip. So you will receive a resource on this. There's a PDF that will be linked, and you can print it or just glance at it when you need to. So the first step is get outside. So fresh air will refresh you, and it will even if you could put, you don't have to go this far, but if you want to actually take your shoes off, given that the weather is okay, and put your feet planted firmly on the earth, it will sync you to the earth's magnetic field and ground you and replenish you. And now if you're not going to take your shoes off, just being outside will do the exact same thing. And if you can't get outside, open a window and it will help immensely. The second tip is to drink plenty of water. So water is energizing and it can move you out of feeling tired and sluggish. Number 3 is to dance or get moving. So movement can move out stagnant energy. So extra bonus if you can combine breath and movement. So that would be something like yoga or Pilates. And then music carries an honest energy pattern and can quickly raise yours. Tip number 4 is sleep. If sleep is available to you, take it. Sleep is a healing blanket and you will wake up feeling replenished. And tip number 5 is healthy emotions. These are things like compassion, love, and joy. So choosing those types of emotions over the negative emotions. When you say something negative, you do not know how the other person will receive it, and negativity spreads. So just remember that you are responsible for your own energy. And this is really important in households. You can probably, you've probably experienced this before. When one person is off, it kind of trickles down and everyone else sort of feels that energy. So it's very contagious. So just being responsible for your own energy, but also giving yourself grace when you do feel those emotions, because they happen, because that's the dance of life and that always happens. So just using these 5 very simple tools to be able to bring your vibration back up. And then I wanted to share 5 words that can help change your perspective. So I feel like these words can honestly probably take you out of any situation, even some of the darkest and heaviest ones. But talking about some sort of lighter stuff right now, I'll share some examples. So the words are, I get to do this. I get to do this. So you can apply this to change your perspective. So for example, I don't like having to parent my kids at home and try to work. I get to do this. I get to be in my safe home to nurture my family. I get to work from home. I get to have my job. Okay, so it's a real quick shift in perspective. I don't want to do dinner tonight. It's so chaotic. The kids are running around. It's so frustrating. I get to do this. I get to feed my family. I get to have the resources to feed them. I have the skills to prep them dinner. I get to do this. This was one of my personal favorite ones, my never-ending saga. I hate that I have to do school drop-off every day. I hate that I have to lug the 3 kids in the car. It takes me 95 hours to walk to school, blah, blah, blah. I get to do this. I get to send my son to a safe school. I get to live close to the school. I get to have a job that allows me to be able to drive him there and pick him up every single day. I get to do this. I lost my job. I can't live like this. You get to do this. You live in a country where the government offers you services. You will never be left unclothed and you will never be left unfed. I get to do this. Even for those of you who are pregnant right now, thoughts might run through your head like, having a baby during COVID-19 is really, really awful. I don't get to have things happen the way that I wanted them to. You get to have a baby. You get to do this. So many women are in quarantine right now who wish that they were at home with their children, and they don't get to be because they can't get pregnant or they lost a child. So I get to do this. Saying this reminds you that everything's okay and that you have everything that you need. So I get to do this. All right. So that's everything I have to share for you. Those words will also be written in the resource, and don't hesitate to reach out. I'm sure something will be linked for you so that you can contact me. Thank you.